Welcome to LinguaWire English B1, your daily news podcast for learning English. Today, we have two stories, one about a drone attack on a bus in Ukraine and another about new strikes between the US and Iran. Remember to follow us so you can practice English every day with the latest episode. For transcripts and comprehension quizzes, visit linguawire.com. To talk about the drone attack on the bus in Ukraine, I have Sarah, our LinguaWire correspondent for World News. Hi, Sarah. Can you tell us what happened with this bus attack?
Hi, Daniel. Early on Wednesday, a drone hit a passenger bus in a part of Ukraine controlled by Russia. 7 people died and 11 were injured. The bus was traveling between Moscow and Simferopol, which is in Crimea.
That sounds very serious. Who gave this information about the attack?
The information came from Denis Pushilin, the leader of the Donetsk region, which is controlled by Russia. He said the bus was hit in a town called Yenakievo.
Did Ukraine say anything about this attack?
No, so far Ukraine has not commented on the incident.
What else was happening in the area at the same time?
On the same day, black smoke was seen over St. Petersburg because an oil terminal was hit. This is important because the city was hosting an international economic forum to show Russia's economy to the world.
Is there any information about other attacks or military actions nearby?
Yes, Russian officials said they shot down 350 Ukrainian drones overnight in different regions, including near Moscow and over the Sea of Azov.
What does this story tell us about the situation in this area?
It shows the conflict is still very active, with attacks happening on both sides. It also highlights how dangerous the situation is for civilians like the people on the bus.
Thank you, Sarah. It is sad to hear about the civilian lives lost. How are the injured people doing?
According to reports, the 11 injured people are receiving medical care.
Do we know why the bus was targeted?
The reports don't explain why the bus was hit. The situation is complex and sometimes attacks happen in areas where military and civilian activities are mixed.
Thank you, Sarah, for explaining this difficult story. Now I am joined by Michael, our LinguaWire correspondent for international affairs, to talk about the new strikes between the US and Iran. Hi, Michael. What is the latest news?
Hi, Daniel. The U.S. military said it launched strikes on Iran overnight in self-defense. They targeted a military ground control station on Keshem Island in the Strait of Hormuz.
What caused the US to launch these strikes?
The U.S. says the strikes were a response to attacks by Iran across the Middle East. Iran fired missiles and drones at U.S. ships and Gulf countries like Kuwait and Bahrain.
Did the missiles and drones cause damage?
Some missiles were intercepted or broke apart before reaching their targets. But Iranian drones hit Kuwait's international airport, causing significant damage to buildings and injuring some people.
How did Kuwait respond to the attack on its airport?
Kuwait's army called the attack criminal Iranian aggression. They said the wounded people received medical care and air traffic at the airport was stopped on Wednesday morning.
What is Iran's position on these events?
Iran said it attacked U.S. bases and helicopters in a regional country in retaliation. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps warned that disrupting security in the Strait of Hormuz would have a heavy price for the U.S. military.
Are there any talks or negotiations happening between the U.S. and Iran?
There were talks to end the months-long conflict, but they failed to make progress over the weekend. So the situation remains tense.
What does this story show about the current situation in the Middle East?
It shows that tensions are high and violence can escalate quickly. And the region is very important for global trade, so any conflict there can affect many countries.
Thank you, Michael. It is worrying to hear about the damage to the airport and the injuries. How are the countries in the region reacting?
Countries like Bahrain and Kuwait, where U.S. military bases are located, are on alert. They work with the U.S. to protect their airspace and waters.
Thanks, Michael, for these clear explanations. Let's look at some useful words from today's stories. First, from the story about the drone attack on the bus in Ukraine, we have 3 words connected to safety and danger. The first word is injured. It means someone is hurt or wounded. In the story, 11 people were injured in the bus attack. For example, she was injured in a car accident last week. The second word is attack. It means to try to harm or damage someone or something. The bus was hit by a drone attack. For example, the castle was under attack during the war. The third phrase is medical care. This means help from doctors or nurses when someone is sick or hurt. The injured people received medical care. For example, he needs medical care after breaking his leg. Now, for our second part, let's look at the verb to hit. It means to strike or touch something with force. In the first story, the drone hit the bus. The verb hit is irregular. Its past form is also hit. For example, yesterday, the ball hit the window. She hit the wall by accident. We use hit when something touches or strikes quickly or suddenly. It is a common verb in news stories about accidents or attacks. Remember, hit can be used in many situations, like the storm hit the city or he hit the target. That's all for today's language recap. Follow LinguaWire for the latest daily episode and build your daily language habit with us.